All right.
What up, world? This is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, brought to you by phone, Captain C. Me, and always, we have my lovable crewmates, also brought to you by phone, Strong Arms.
Ahoy! Where's me booty?
We got One Eye and Ginger Beard together in One Eye's crib.
Alright, mateys, how's it be?
Oh.
That's kind of racist, bro.
Oh my god, I'm just finishing a reference. It's from a movie, okay?
Okay.
It was at the time it was okay. Well, I mean it wasn't okay, but it was. You know what I mean? I see it very stuff.
All right, we're good.
Yep.
Moving on.
Digging yourself into a hole.
Moving on.
All right. So this is Falling Skies, Season 2, Part 1. This is going to be the first 5 episodes. I don't know how this episode is going to be. I think we all watched these before the holiday break, and then it's been hell trying to get this one made. So forgive us if we forget some things.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Christmas. So that happens.
Yeah, no shit. And also, one of us has some news that will be shared when we're all together. We'll share that. They're still gonna be part of the show, but it's gonna be a little different. I mean, that's good foreshadowing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get going with episode 1, season 2. All right. Worlds Apart. So this episode is basically beginnings, part 2 of what ended in season 1 with Tom being taken by the aliens, and no surprise, he was tortured.
Yeah.
And questioned. And he was questioned by the tall bastard, the gray. And they had a very lovely chat of ideals between the two of them.
Yeah, the alien was like, stop resisting. You're not strong enough.
Oh yeah, and then
we're too smart.
And then basically calling the humans a bunch of pests.
And also the whole point that I want to make real quick, when he says they plan to put them into what's left of humanity into conscious ships so they live in peace, I call bullshit on that from the second.
I wonder why.
Well, it's exactly what we did to the Native Americans.
Yeah.
And to other people. All right, so.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then, we, after Tom's torturing, he is set down with a bunch of other characters that were also taken by the aliens in Michigan. And then they are again slaughtered, except for Tom, which kind of defeats the point of offering humans, a way out if you're going to slaughter your, negotiations.
The livestock.
Also defeats the point of bringing all those characters in if you're just going to kill them all in an instant.
Yeah.
That's true.
True.
That is true.
Yeah, they're just trying to scare us,
Yeah. So then Tom begins the journey back, which is actually interesting because this episode both takes place in the present, where his son and Colonel Weaver and his other boy are out alien hunting, and
alien hunting. Sorry.
Well, skitter hunting, and then Tom's middle child accidentally shoots him.
Yeah, Ben.
Oh yeah.
Which I even said, Ben accidentally shooting his dad does not help his trauma any better.
No, it does not. And then, so that's the present, and then we are given flashbacks through Tom's fever death dream, is what I'll call it.
Yeah.
He's basically seeing the light. Basically, Tom makes his miraculous journey from Michigan where he runs into a young girl, a hitchhiker on a motorcycle, saves her life, and then in thanks, she allows him to use her bike to get back to where he's going. Which is very, good on her.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Real shame her mom died.
oh, well, that's everywhere in the show.
Yeah, so, and Tom is basically being treated for his surgeries and things like that, and he's kind of in a coma. He finally gets back to camp, and we see from his perspective what he heard with the Skitter hunt. Again, I think that it was a good episode for the back and forward, from present to flashback and everything. Tom wakes up from his coma, and I think that's it, right? Am I mistaken?
I mean, Tom and the captain have like a drink together. A 30-year-old.
Hard-hearted. Tom basically tells the captain, like, you better do something with me because he does not think he came back okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he was like brainwashed or like
or whatever, like anything,
or something.
Because we don't know what's going on. So that's where we're at, and that's kind of how the episode ends, with like Tom basically telling Weaver, whatever you do, don't trust me, and basically telling the audience, well, damn.
Okay, another little conflict.
Yeah, so let's be honest here. Let's go around and we'll start with our favorite scenes. If you guys can remember,
So
I'll start. I'll start.
Okay.
I'll start.
Yeah, Josh.
You said go.
All right. My favorite scene is the heart-to-heart with the alien and Tom having their ideological battle back and forth.
It might also actually,
I actually found that very intriguing.
Yeah, like it gives you a little perspective on the aliens, or some more answered questions and stuff. Like,
It also gives you their perspective on us.
Yeah.
And so far, I hate it.
My favorite actual scene is when the aliens and Tom are having the argument, and the alien just cold blankly says, "Remember, Tom, or whatever his last name is, Mason, I think is right."
I think it's Mason.
Yeah, Mason, Mr. Mason. We are the ones who decide whether your world lives or dies. And I think that was a badass line from the aliens.
And obviously, when Tom was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I like
I'll try to talk.
Tom. Oh yeah, sorry, go.
No, here you go.
No, go, John, go.
Okay, so after with the alien says what I was said, well, Tom obviously is like, he said F you, and just like, I liked it when it's like, it must be hard, like being back into a corner like this by such a low species. I feel like he did say that or imply that.
He did imply it heavily.
Yeah, like as smart as they are, they underestimate easily.
Well, they underestimate human beings.
Yeah.
For starters. Like,
yeah.
And Tom shocks the shit out of it.
Yep. And he's like, still
Hey, bitch.
think I'm useless?
That's what I said out loud when he got shot.
Right?
Hey, bitch.
If you're a species, huh? How's that?
All right. Strong arms. What was your favorite?
I like how Ben gets, like we see in the first scene, Ben is now one of the fighters, and like he just wants to kill every skitter he sees.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's understandable.
It's like how people deal with trauma in different ways.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think I agree that is actually kind of I think it goes to perspective. Like Ben was going to be a fighter at the beginning of season 2 from the looks of it, because it seems like he really wanted to join and do something for the camp to prove himself. It doesn't help that your dad got kidnapped by the aliens, so that's another trauma reason to hate the Skitters and all of them. And he is actually very brutal.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's
Oh, sorry.
kind of like the point I was getting to.
Yeah.
Like he's more aggressive. Like even when, like the first time, wait, what was the brother's name again?
Which one?
Hal.
When Hal like challenges him, even tries to fight him, like he tries to push him, and Ben's like, "What?" Like he doesn't move a muscle.
Yeah, well, it's also he's now getting used to that alien enhancement that he received.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're the older brother, if the younger brother doesn't move, and he can run for miles and miles without getting tired, I probably would second guess wanting to spark a fight.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I agree.
But all right, let's do our ratings. Remember, our ratings are out of 5 for TV shows. I'll start with Gingerbeard.
Overall, I gave the episode 3.5.
Fair point, fair.
Yeah, because there's a few stuff I looked at I didn't like. Well, I'm still a little upset with Tom chose to go with the aliens, and but I.
Yeah, he put himself in that situation. I get it.
He did, and the fact that Tom survived a massacre because of plot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I get it. I just don't understand why. I don't understand why you release everybody and you tell them the plan. You then immediately slaughter them all except for Tom.
Well, I mean, I guess they're trying to mentally break him, I guess, and
Part of me feels like they're implying that the others agreed.
Oh, the others agreed? Well, what do you mean?
Agreed. Oh, to the sanctions, to being put in a camp.
You mean?
Because you remember, there's a little foreshadowing, but the one who shot him is the one with the red eye.
Right? Yeah. The good one.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler.
Yeah.
Supposedly the good one.
I won't spoil
Yeah. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. But I know who he is, though.
Yeah.
So and I feel like with the aliens, they know about the human, the heart, not heart. Like, well, emotions,
Power.
feelings. What?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and they know how to break it, but well, good thing but Tom is still strong. You know, like.
See, here's my thing, and I'll you know what? Now that I brought it up, I'm gonna go with that. Every single human that was slaughtered probably agreed to the terms.
So the aliens were like Nazis.
Pretty much. That's the only thing. That's the only way that scene makes sense to me. Because why would you let them go if
Just kill
they're
them?
your messengers, and then shoot them up if they're your messengers?
Yeah.
Maybe they thought we'll do only one, and they chose Baton because.
But they all didn't come from Boston. I mean, one of the ladies said she was from what was it, Connecticut?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. They all came from different areas, so it makes no sense. But whatever. It's like, I agree. Strong arms. What's your grade?
I'd say a 3.
A 3? All right.
You know, I mean, it's a decent enough way to like set up the rest of the season.
And I have a feeling the reason why it's a 3 is because of that scene. It just doesn't make sense.
That and a lot. That and there was a good amount of filler.
Agreed. All right. Well, nice. You agree?
Episode 1, I gave it a 4. I liked the expansion we got and how the aliens think of us, even though it's not that great. I definitely gave it a 4 because I'm starting to like Weaver a lot more after watching their Heart to Heart. But the thing that knocked it from me was the shooting of the unarmed prisoners after being released. And definitely when the girl who went with helped Tom get back to the group decided to continue to go into the mountains when it would have been more beneficial to her to actually stay with the second mass.
Agreed. All right. Okay, my grade. I am with Gingerbeard, 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3.5. I can't forgive that scene where everyone gets shot up and you have no idea why. Like, to me, it's there are multiple layers to it. It's them playing with Tom, and it's kind of like a cat and mouse thing. And then there's the other hand where it's like, well, what if they all agree to the terms? Like, and what One-Eye Josh was alluding to, like, Red Eye is part of the alien resistance, and he didn't like that they all agreed. And basically killed them all as traitors. Like, there's that too. So, I don't know. It's kind of a weird scene. It doesn't really foreshadow anything. It's just sort of like you're just killing them to kill them. Like they're just there for fodder.
Yeah, I agree.
When did Red Eye reveal he was a rebel?
Episode like
5.
3 or 5. Well, yeah, 5.
Okay, so we don't. So this.
That's why I said we don't know he's a good guy yet until episode 5, and then you have to go back to the scene and be like, well, he said he's a good guy. I don't know. You know, honestly, it's really hard to trust this kid.
It's hard to trust any alien.
All right, let's go on to episode 2, which is Shall We Gather at the River, which is basically so the aliens are cornering the second mast and are basically like a noose tightening its grip around them, around their neck.
Yeah.
In a last-ditch effort, they decide to cross the river, like General George Washington
Yeah.
in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Crossing the Potomac.
Yeah, they're trying to cross the river to freedom, and basically the bridge gets damaged by an alien attack on the bridge. The engineer for this season, former Power Rangers SPD star.
Woo!
Whoa.
I remember him. I was like, oh, right, he's from the Power Rangers.
Wait, hold on, who?
The black guy, the engineer.
The engineer?
The one that rebuilds the bridge. He's from Power Rangers SPD Emergency. He's the Red Ranger.
I never knew that.
I just remember when I saw him, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that who I think it is? And I looked it up, and I was like, it is! Holy shit!
Yeah, I was right there. Like, I knew I remember him from Power Rangers. I was trying to figure out, like, from which one, though.
Yeah, it was me as well.
Yeah, it was SPD Emergency, which is he's the Red Ranger, which I was like, oh shit.
I'm surprised. I had no idea.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Red Ranger, we could use your powers.
Now.
Yeah.
So his task is to fix the bridge to get everybody across. Tom basically tells Hal, if you love me and trust me, you will kill me. Because he still thinks he's a mole. Weaver doesn't believe it. Hal is scared. Max is scared, the youngest, because he overhears this.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Hope is on Tom's side.
Oh yeah, he is.
Which, I mean, Pope was right, technically, because he questions the whole thing. He thinks Tom is a traitor or has something inside of him, and we find out he does. It's an eyeball probe.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. That was the removal was hard to watch.
Yeah, that was I almost lurched.
Oh my god.
It just reminds me of a lot of stuff that they do to my eyes.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, dude, it's all right. It looked like it hurt.
You're taking a really small worm out of someone's eye. Yeah, I see.
And also the fact that it turned into like what looks like a metal ball.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Looks like something from Terminator.
probably is. It probably it's on one of their T1000s.
I'm just gonna go eyeball probe.
Oh well, that's it. Yeah, well. Yeah.
Then Matt. Oh no, not Matt. Yeah, Matt, Tom, and his girlfriend, the nurse lady. I assume it's we know they're dating.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, they are.
And pretty obvious.
So they're in the bus. Ben is tasked with finding the drone camp. Where the are they drones or are they flying? I think they're drones.
The ones that fly, or the ones that
the bombers. Yeah, he's tasked with finding the bombers along with Hal and but not Hal. It's just Ben. Yeah, Ben's tasked with finding the bombers in this episode, which he does find the base. He finds the concealed base where the bombers are being held. In doing so, as Weaver comes up with a plan, Weaver's plan is basically this. We are going to get across the bridge, and we're going to send a strike force to take out the bombing base with the bombers.
Nice.
So that we
Agreed.
can across.
I
That was the
approve.
plan.
I approve.
Yeah, I approve. So Hal and his team are off to destroy the base. Tom is handcuffed to the bus. And they're going across the somewhat destroyed bridge. And the Wreckers, which is Pope's team, are defending the exit by the aliens, which are basically attacking them from behind the entire time.
Okay.
Was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Bombers get destroyed by John's favorite character.
Oh, just die.
Yeah, destroys the bombers. Tom and the hospital bus are the last to cross the bridge, where basically he tells Matt to let him go so he can go help, and Tom basically decides he's going to self-sacrifice so that everyone can get across the bridge, which he doesn't die because he makes it across. Oh no, he lands in the water. I'm sorry, he lands in the water. Which,
Yes, you.
yeah, he survives. Which
Somehow.
it's kind of a.
Sure.
You think he died? Everyone's sad, and he just walks up. And he's like, "I'm not dead."
Right.
It's kind of a cop out.
Well, sorry. Well, can you say that again? Sorry.
What part?
Well, and I was trying to talk to me about something. What's wrong, Josh?
No, I think you're making this noise when you keep moving the chair like this. I was just saying.
Well, I
All right.
You see what happens? Okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
It's not. It's fine.
All right.
All right. So basically what happens is they have a cop out, and you think Tom died at the end of the episode. When he doesn't, he gets out of the river, and he's alive. All right.
I swear.
That's pretty much the entire episode.
I swear.
The entire episode is escaping across the river. All right.
And I want to point out that he has a lot of plot armor.
Yeah, no shit.
He does.
Can
All right.
What?
I want to make a real quick petition. In this episode, Tom almost dies 2 times. I think it's not a coincidence. I think they're foreshadowing that Tom might die at some point during the series. That's my foreshadowing or prediction for towards the end of the middle of the series or something.
I wish.
Okay.
I wish they would stop that. Like, stop with the fake outs.
I get that, yeah.
I'm like, so if he was going, like, how did he survive? You see, that's just stupid. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry, just a rant. That's all. Just.
It's all right. All right. So I guess we'll start with our favorite scenes. Strong arms. Would you like to go first?
I thought them pulling the leash out of his eye was pretty brutal.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna lie. I winced too.
Yeah, I did too. I almost threw up a little bit.
I cringed really hard.
But all right. So that was your favorite scene?
Yeah.
All right. Strong arms. Yours.
He's still strong. He just is.
All right, ginger beard. Yours?
I think also with the operating scene because like how we find out that he is infected with something, which I questioned the whole the whole episode. I'm like it there had to be a catch that he's still alive, and I think in his eye it was like a wire,
Yeah.
kind of. Well, so maybe it's like
I'm not gonna lie. It is one of those parasites that does exist in the real world.
They're a type of worm.
leech.
Yeah.
Space leeches.
Gross.
Right?
Brody.
Like in Jackass 2, one of them sucks the blood out of Steve-O's eye.
The Bolchville ones put in his eye. Yeah, in Jackass 2, in India, they put leeches in his eyeball.
Why would they do?
And they put him on another guy's nutsack.
They did do that too, yeah.
That's creepy. That's fucking horrible. Oh no. That's my head now. Well, anyway, yeah, I liked how they got it out finally. So problem was solved.
Did anyone else notice that when the thing escaped, like you're at some point you're at fear because the girl is probably going to be
Squishing
under the thing's control, and then it just goes off and it goes to red eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turned into a fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it goes to red eye, which then asks the question: Who parasited Tom? The big tall aliens or red eye?
I think it was
Red eye.
yeah.
Anyway, so basically, like, so my favorite. Okay, One Eye, your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is when Matt takes out the skidder, and it was a really badass way too.
That's a good moment.
Yeah.
Well, I think. Sorry.
Oh,
I think. Well, the operating thing is probably the only thing I remember about it. Because everything else I forgot about. In the episode, I mean.
it's all right, John. It's all right. It happens.
Right. So.
Okay, I think my favorite moment was honestly, it's the Tom sacrificing himself moment, because at the time you don't think he's gonna live because they blow the bridge and Tom is technically on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the time, you're like, oh, well, shit. Good on you, Tom. You saved the day.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
All right. So time for the grades for episode 2. Let's do it. Ginger Beard. Go for it.
3.
3? All right.
Yeah, a lot of slot armor in there.
Yeah. All right. Strong arms?
Honestly, 3 being generous. Like, they could have fit 2 and 3 into one episode.
I agree.
And I'll explain why I think that when we talk about the third.
All right. One Eye, your grade.
3.5.
You are just a forgiving bastard.
I mean, it's not that forgiving. It's still technically a 3.
Well, mine's a 3.
Yeah, but it's a
period.
0.5.
Fine. I am a forgiving bastard. But this episode just didn't sit right with me.
If you times that by 20, well, that's around 75, right? No, it's 36. No, wait, no.
All right. Yeah, I think it's 76.
I'm trying to do the math here. Because now 5 times 20 is 100, right? So
5 times 10 is 100. No, it's 50. 5 times 12 is 100, yes.
5 times 12?
Let me check. Fuck.
No, but dude, that's 60.
5 times what is you were saying is 100?
20.
It's a 70, guys.
Yes. 70.
Well, I think I gave it a 60. Well, so yeah.
Okay.
And the captain.
You gave it a 3. You gave it 3 times 20. That's a 70%.
Well, I know 60.
So it's 2.5.
3 what times?
Ground's right. 3 times 20 is 60.
Right. Sorry, that was Josh. That got 3.5, 70. Sorry.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's my turn, and I'm giving this a very, very generous 2.5, only because the Red Power Ranger was in the episode.
Fair enough.
Wow.
2.5. I just thought it was an interesting episode, but it overall, like, I don't know. It just didn't, like.
Yeah, I felt.
I mean, it's the second episode in a row where they're escaping.
It felt lazy a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the whole plot is going over a bridge, right? Or crossing a bridge.
Pretty much. Yep. Crossing the river.
If that's your basic plot, it's hard to expand on that, I guess, right?
Pretty much. I don't know. That's my grade. Whether or not, that's what it is. So.
Yeah. Well, you want to move on?
All right, let's move on to episode 3.
Okay. No. What was that about?
Episode 3 title is Compass.
And what's the plot again?
So, someone.
So it's all right. Plot synopsis. When I stop.
Okay.
The plot synopsis: they are staying on base in an airport camp. Tom is getting settled as second in command under Weaver. He is deciding what position he should go or what team he should be assigned to, and Tom chooses the Wreckers under Pope. Or what?
I'm trying to remember.
It's all right, John. It's all right.
Shit,
So
man.
basically, the airport. So they're in base camp at the airport. Jimmy and Ben have a sea storyline where they go hunting for skitters out when they go out scouting. That's a C story. B story is basically Tom and Pope after Tom gets assigned to the Wreckers. Basically, Tom's logic is this. Pope is the only one that is, I guess, serious, like if something goes wrong, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Kind of mentality. And Tom is basically putting himself where he can keep an eye on Pope, but also be somewhere where, like, people will be watching him too. just to make sure he's truly covered.
True.
Covered. In the episode, this is also the episode where Jimmy dies.
Oh yeah. I cried a little at that.
I did too.
Yeah, this is the episode where Jimmy dies. It was on a hunting mission with Ben. It was an accident. Ben got a little too aggressive, and in the assuming moment, Jimmy gets impaled.
True.
That was horrible.
I felt bad.
Pope is getting undermined by Tom as leader because, again, Tom is just a natural leader. And I feel like a lot of people, like, no offense, but I feel like it's easier to listen to Tom because there is a reason. You know, he does have reason, and he thinks before he does something.
Yeah, he does.
He's very knowledgeable, and he also isn't stupid. Like he doesn't he's not gung-ho about it. That's just their different leadership styles. I think Pope is a little bit more wild and like a wild card, where like he comes up with plans kind of off the top of his head, whereas Tom likes to be more plan oriented.
Well, Pope is a loose cannon.
He's a wild card.
We're kind of like
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We're kind of like what's that called? Wolverine.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. It's interesting, you know, the dynamic of Tom, Pope, and even Weaver, their different leadership styles. Obviously, you have Weaver, who's very militaristic, a veteran. So really, most of his strategies come from his military experience. You have Pope, who is more like, his strategy is more like guerrilla tactics. Like, that's how he prefers to fight. It's guerrilla warfare. And then obviously you have Tom, who's really his best interest. He's just looking out for the best interest of the group. Like, which is the best way to make sure the camp is safe and we reduce the risk of casualties.
Honestly, I think it suits, like, I feel like Tom's leadership style suits a small,
Rubber leader.
No, not that. More of a what's it called? Like Black Ops unit, kind of small strike force.
Yeah.
Tom and Pope are like separate strike force commanders, whereas Pope is more like sneak attack, like what Strong Arms was saying with like guerrilla warfare. Tom is more of a kind of, we play by the numbers, we play by ear. Like, I'm not going to be too aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be too passive. I'm basically, he lets the enemy decide how he strikes.
Indeed.
Yeah. Pope is he does the job like kind of like he does what Tom can't do, you know, the Pope is like, he's a wild card, you know, and like and he's chaotic, and I'll be honest, in a time or a world that they're living in, you might need that, you know, so.
True.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I find it intriguing because when Weaver asks, like, you know, Pope wants Tom out and basically says, if he stays, I go. And he thinks the Wreckers are going to follow him. It's actually quite intriguing that the only one to go is Anthony because Pope, he owes Pope a life debt.
Yeah.
The others stay and seem like they're happy to be under Tom's command.
True.
Or most likely, they're happy being the second mast because of protection.
True.
Or they really or well, they finally have a leader that they're not scared of.
Well, I don't think they're scared of Pope. I think it's more of like if they did go with Pope, I think they're guessing like how long is it before like he sacrifices one of us to save his own skin. Whereas like with Tom, like even with like the brief moments where Tom took charge, like he clearly showed that at that time he was the superior leader. That doesn't mean Pope isn't a good leader. It just means that like at that time, in that moment, Tom was right.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean Pope was wrong either. Like I said, they're two different leader styles where like Pope's idea probably would have worked, but because Tom is looking for the best interests of the team and trying to reduce casualty numbers, he's not going to put his men at risk.
Yeah, because well, you see, Pope he doesn't care about the price he pays for his actions, you know. Well,
that's true. He doesn't care about the casualties, whereas Tom
he does,
and probably Weaver do.
Yeah.
So it's a little, that's a little bit of it as well. But I'm gonna let Strong Arms. You said you had you said you had something.
Yeah, what I think it boils down to is, like I said, Tom, he just wants to kill Skitters, and that's all he lives for.
You mean Pope?
You mean Pope?
Pope, yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
But, and that's where the fight comes in, is where, you know, Tom is a very, like, centered guy where he thinks about every action he makes, where Pope is just like, how can I kill the most Skitters?
He's like, yeah, it happens, so well.
Yeah, but he also, like, in doing so, I don't think he thinks about his casualty numbers either.
No.
Yeah, he's all I gotta say is like he goes with the flow.
But no, Kyle, I was like alluding to. You said you had something about episode 2 and 3. They should have been together.
Oh well, well, I mean, like blowing up the bridge, like that could have taken half an episode.
Thank you.
It really could have.
Like that whole bridge episode, that could have been half, and then really like the better part of episode 3, like you could have cut a lot of that out.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really need of the operation. The scene, if you think about it.
Here's my problem too. Because like episode 3 introduces that Ben and Jimmy go on the Skitter hunts, and like we don't see that in either episode 1 or episode 2. We're now introduced to it in episode 3, where Jimmy and Ben are not doing their normal patrol. They go out and actually hunt down Skitters. And, like, apparently they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? Anime. You know how they have, like, important episodes?
Mm-hmm.
What was I trying to say?
The arcs.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Arcs, and there's always these episodes that have nothing do with it.
Yeah, so filler.
It,
You know, it's kind of like some episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Some of the episodes are actually like they're shown as like they're shown together. Like,
oh well, yeah, yeah. I should have done that with Flying Skies, or
that's really how it ties in.
Yeah.
or just look at stuff out, like because the episode it feels like filler, you know. So yeah, so
Well, honestly, the only, like I said, the only plots that really are given a damn is what happens with the Wreckers and Pope and Tom, and then like the subplot of Jimmy and Ben hunting expeditions, which I felt like that could have been introduced over time throughout the episodes of Jimmy and Ben going hunting. And then, like, so we could see what, like, because just being introduced to it in episode 3, and then, like, immediately, like, this is what happens if you do this, and this is what's going to go wrong, and Jimmy gets impaled because of the stupid mistake.
oops.
Which I feel like could have been avoided.
Oh yeah.
Like, the whole Jimmy death could have been avoided if Ben didn't take the risk that he did.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're trying to add drama, but to keep keep you on your toes, I think, or keep you interested, I think.
Yeah, well, at the end of the episode, Jimmy is
Of course.
yeah,
Laid to rest.
Killed. Yeah, he's dead, and then funeral, and Weaver is probably the most, besides Ben, hurt. Because Jimmy was like a Sundance.
Yep.
You know what I think happened? I think the kid who played Jimmy is trying to get back to school, I think.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that is what the meta reason.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing I didn't.
I honestly want, sorry, before one eye does say something. Honestly, I think that Jimmy's story ran its course, and they basically probably approached the actor and say, "Yeah, we got nothing left for your character. You want to die?"
Yeah, okay.
I was saying, what? That means I don't get paid.
Yeah, but you get a cool death scene.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I just wonder, like, if they give them, like, the actors give them some kind of, like, send-off.
They got to. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if a director approaches you and basically says, like, "Look, your story's done, and we're probably gonna kill you."
No, because like back in the Walking Dead, they had something called a Last Supper. Like when a character is killed off, they have like a big party in their name.
Yeah, I'm Talking Dead.
I wonder. Maybe they did. Maybe they did do it.
Yeah, well, probably will. Probably don't know about it. They probably were private.
Honestly, let's get to our favorite scenes.
Okay.
This episode. My favorite scene. I'll start. Honestly, the Wreckers deciding to go with Tom. I really enjoyed that because it showed that not everyone in Pope's camp agreed with Pope's ideals.
Yeah.
It also showed that, like, I think they wanted change.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they want to help out and save humanity.
Yeah. All right. One eye, yours?
Mine is the fight between Tom and Pope that breaks out from not only Pope calling his Ben a half-breed, but having no respect for Jimmy's death. I could add an addendum to it is probably finding out about the Continental Congress, which I think was a fundamental part that people forgot. I think it was a big part of this episode, in my opinion.
The what?
The Continental Congress. The Congress, you know, the group of survivors that are held up in, I think, Philadelphia, was it?
Yeah.
That are...
No, it's South Carolina.
South Carolina, my bad. South Carolina. Where there's running water, schools, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well...
The airplane, the airplane plot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When the woman was looking over and told him too good to be true story, because after what the experience with the people who sold them out,
Yeah.
it's pretty much hard to trust your own species. But now, you know, like I'm like you would give up someone's own child for protection. I'm like, are we that awful?
Yeah.
Apparently, you know, so.
Alright. Ginger beer, your favorite scene?
Shit. I guess, the funeral. Because
Funeral?
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, oh, sorry, what?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah. A good, well, a send-off, in my opinion. I mean, yeah. I mean...
Sean Arms, your favorite scene?
I would say, you know, the way that everybody except one of the wreckers leaves Pope. We knew from the beginning that there was going to be turmoil. Like, they didn't waste time with that.
Oh, no, they didn't. They just kind of... They basically, like... And I think it also doesn't help that Tom is second in command. So it kind of, like... At some point, that battle was going to come to a head. Who would have thought it was going to be the same episode?
Yeah.
I think good storytelling, you let that seed, like, maybe a couple episodes. But no, they just wanted to get it over with and be like, yeah, no, Tom. It's Tom's team now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with scores. Let's see. Sean Arms, your score.
Shoot. I would say a 3 for that one as well. If you combine the two episodes, like I said before, then I would probably give it a 4.
All right. Not bad. All right, Ginger Beard, your score.
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot better, but
Honestly, I forgot there was a fucking Continental Congress storyline. It really, like,
I know
that's the weakest part.
I mostly remember the funeral because it got me
Emotional, I got you.
yeah, so
Well, like I said, there really was only two noteworthy storylines that you kind of remember, because the Continental one is more of like Weaver, not being a dick, but basically saying like, I don't know you and I don't trust you and I'm not letting you go.
Just yet.
which I understand because
I agree with Weaver on this.
Yeah, I agree with him
We
too.
kind of just glossed over that completely.
yeah, especially
Oh, okay. Let's not pay attention to it again.
yeah, especially
That's the problem, because it's like, it's mentioned when she arrives, and then it doesn't really come back, because then the Pope and Tom storyline begin, and then Tom gets to the wreckers, and then Ben and, Ben's storyline takes off next with Jimmy, and then Jimmy's death, and then the funeral, and then Weaver saying, like, you can go on. And you're just, like, when Weaver said that, I was like, wait, what? Oh, right. Shit.
See, I don't like how they just juggle a bunch of storylines together just to fill time. Like, how are you going to remember everything?
It's lazy.
You have so many different storylines, it like diminishes their value.
That's true. That's true.
It's lazy.
Yeah.
All right. Your score?
3 out of 5.
You like it?
3 out of 5?
Yeah, I'm just whether with Jimmy's death and with the way Pope is becoming, I just didn't like it. Left a bad taste in my mouth in this episode, so that's why I gave it 3 out of 5.
Also, let's be honest here. Pope's not going to be gone for very long.
No, I know he's not, but
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really.
A character like that,
Okay.
like he doesn't. They already did that once, and they brought him back after 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So we'll say another 2 or another 3 before he comes back.
yeah.
All right. Fuck. Never mind. Oh no! What is it? What?
No, I said you were going to say something.
It's nothing. I give up. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my score is 3.
All right.
Fair enough. So we all have pretty much 3s in the realm of 3s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Next episode.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. God damn it. So far it's been 1 hour. You want to keep going?
We have 2 more episodes left, literally.
All right then.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next episode. Youngbloods. So this is the episode where Red Eye is finally coming to basically ask for assistance with his fight as the alien resistance. Also, subplot, Matt went hunting for Skitters for the first time and was used as bait.
And the last subplot is that Captain Weaver is finally reunited with his daughter.
Yep. And we also get to see the harnessing factory.
Yeesh.
Very creepy. Very, very scary.
It gave me a very much of a Saw Hostel vibe from it.
All right. All right. I feel like there's tension here.
What?
What's going on?
Nothing for me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Red Eye scene like in episode 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was no, it wasn't episode 5. It was episode 3. And Ben is at Jimmy's grave, and then Red Eye approaches.
Oh, well, I meant like when he goes to Tom.
Oh, maybe it was episode 5. I don't know. Episode 4 is Youngbloods. And episode 3 is Love and Other Acts of Courage.
Yeah.
That was episode 5. So Youngbloods is, I think Red Eye comes back for episode 4. Honestly, it's the factory episode. It's Weaver getting to reconnect with his daughter that's alive, and it's we get to learn more about how the harnesses are attached.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Those are all the plots and the stories and the synopsis. So let's go with favorite scenes. I'll go with Gingerbeard.
Sorry, what happened on
What episode is what's your favorite scene? Episode 4. It's the one where Weaver's reunited with his daughter. Matthew is put on bait to catch skitters to kill them, and I think that's really big. Oh yeah, and Tom has a problem with Matt being used as bait, which I understand.
Didn't Rick die in the episode?
Yes, he dies in this episode.
Right.
Oh, episode 5 he dies, not episode 4.
Huh?
That's episode 5.
Yeah, I think I remember that too.
Well, okay, episode 4. I don't even. What do I even know anymore?
I don't either.
I guess the part where you find out there's good skitters.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm just slow. I have asking it because I don't even have anything to talk about anymore.
Well, this is it's fine. It's fine. All right. Strong arms. Your favorite scene?
I'll say, like, towards the end where they finally, they find the skitter factory.
So the harness plant. All right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then just blows it up.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
It was very spooky when his spikes lit up blue.
Oh, that's when they see it for the first time.
Yeah. All right. One Eye, your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is actually a scene where Matt burns his dad with a roast. When Tom says something about it's not a good idea to put yourself in harm's way. And Matt says, it's not a good idea to get to aboard an alien spaceship, Dad.
All right. You know what my favorite
Yeah.
scene? You know what? All right. My favorite scene is when Matt is sitting there about to be harnessed and realizing that Daddy was right and don't put yourself in harm's way.
Did I say Matt was right in his statement of being bait? I just said I liked the burn.
It's fine. Don't come at my boy Tom like that.
I like Tom. What the heck? Sorry.
Lower your voice.
I like Tom. It's not a big deal.
Shit, man.
No, I'm just saying. Like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this now. I'm sorry. I agree with Tom. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Matt got off lucky. Like, if that was any of our parents, my father would have grabbed me by the collar and like thrown me into like a fucking wall for doing something that stupid.
And what I'd probably like if I argue with him, he'd probably say, all right, you want to kill yourself? All right, have fun. And walks away. And then
My dad would go play on the train tracks.
I just would have been that dad, like, make sure I just won't do that again.
See, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I like the family dynamics, and I understand Tom is trying to connect to his son and talk to him in a polite. This is called Hollywood speech. No normal parent would do that. Most parents would get physical with their kid. And another thing, I'm sorry, if that was one of my team members that used my son as bait, your head is going to go through that bike.
I agree.
And my motorcycle is going to burn the fucking head off.
well, I do like how one of the guys who were responsible for that apologized because
I do like it was the big guy too. It's the big, you know. Like,
Okay. Question. Do you think Tom would have reacted that way if that was any other kid? Because I think not.
Well, I don't think he would react that way because Ben and Hal are, yes, the older brothers, but also are trained. Like, Hal is been trained since day one to be a fighter. And I don't think Tom liked putting Hal as a fighter. And I sure as hell don't think Tom likes Ben being a fighter. But at the same time, like, I think it's that both boys are like 16, 17, and they're old enough to make that decision.
I'd say Hal's about around 20, and
okay, Hal is a 20-year-old after playing a 17-year-old.
Okay, so he's 17, and then I would say Ben's around 15 or 16.
No, right. But what I was saying is, like, if it wasn't Tom's kid, just some random kid from the group, he wouldn't be getting mad like that.
Well, I think Tom would get mad.
Because it's a kid, no? Either way you're looking at it, Kyle. I'd get mad if it wasn't my kid. You don't put a kid as fucking bait.
Also, it's also the hard point is it's also his team.
Yeah.
The Wreckers that did it. So there's that too. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Tom would be mad, but I think he would be upset, and he'd have to take responsibility if that kid did get
hurt or something.
Yeah.
Like what happened to his kid?
Pretty much. All right. So grades. I'll start. 2.
2?
Wow.
Yeah, 2.
What, don't like it?
I really don't like the boyfriend, Weaver's daughter's boyfriend.
Oh yeah. Well,
Diego.
Oh, she appears in this episode?
Yes, episode 4.
Oh, okay. It said that I would have remembered. Yeah, I did. I give it. Oh, sorry. So you give it a 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
I just didn't like that. I'm sorry. I really like Weaver, and I just want this man to be happy. And he finally gets his daughter back, and then she decides to leave with her boyfriend Diego, which this can't possibly fail.
Oh, it's going on.
Well, I do. One of the parts I remember is the fact that Diego, he tells the doctor's assistant, I forget her name, the Spanish girl. Well, she asked Diego like how it was in Mexico.
Oh yeah, and they start speaking Spanish to each other, and then they have that little connection, and it goes absolutely nowhere.
I'd say it goes absolutely south when he tells her that area is pretty much destroyed.
Yeah, I mean,
the whole story goes absolutely nowhere.
That too.
That's true too, yeah.
Well, you find out your family is gone. I mean, I guess
fucking yeeted.
Yes. Well, so I mean, I guess well, they're trying to get that fun out of the way, you know.
Too many subplots in this show for my liking.
Well, what is it?
Too many subplots in the show for his liking, he said.
I guess.
All right. Your score?
I would say a 3. To find out, it's a good moment for Weaver just to find out that his daughter's alive.
Yeah.
And the way he just accepts that, that he goes back, she goes back with her group instead of staying with him. When you think about it, it's the second Massachusetts. They're in constant danger. So she's probably safer with that group than
that's what I thought.
Like a whole militia.
Oh Oh no, would you rather be in a danger with a boyfriend? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you see, this episode also a waste of time. Well, also like, why would you introduce her or just have her leave?
Because she's gonna come back
at some point.
They always do.
Have her stay. How about that?
That's what I wanted. That's why I made it a 2.
Right.
Also, I disagree with Strong Arms on that. I don't think she would be safe with Diego and the others. If anything, this episode taught me that Diego's an idiot.
Well, yeah. A kid. It was a teenager.
I know. I think it's worse that a bunch of teenagers are by themselves. They're number one.
No adult supervision.
Like Strong Arm. Repeat that. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, with no adult supervision.
Air quotes.
Air quotes. I actually don't think. I think that's actually worse that a bunch of teenagers and kids are by themselves, because that makes them a bigger target on the back.
True.
And
also,
we said, yeah, you're right. A target on their back. Strong Arm. I'm talking right now.
Oh, my fault.
Anyway, when you say target on their back, yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because you know what might happen.
Yeah.
On their backs, all right.
Yeah.
All right, Strong Arm. You were saying? Sorry.
No, I just agree. Like how because the aliens are targeting kids and not adults to do their bidding.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, they're stupid.
No, that's why I said I think she made the wrong choice, and I think it's gonna come back to backfire.
And didn't Diego get them captured?
Yeah.
Along with Matt.
Yes.
And you're still going to be on your own. Why is this? I just skipped the episode. I'm sorry. It's a waste of time.
Honestly, I have a feeling, and I'm being as polite as I can be. Baby Weaver ain't a virgin anymore.
And who cares?
She's following Dick.
Not logic.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So.
Dad, I love him.
So she's horny?
No, it's what girls do, John. They follow the bad boy with what they perceive as a big penis.
Well, now she's going to die. So have fun, honey.
Wait, we don't know. We don't know that, John. We haven't seen the next episode.
You're right.
All right.
Harness.
Sorry. Weird, you're great.
2.
You're with me? All right.
It's time. I just skip it. And
which is great.
And if Lucia comes back, I'll treat her until I just met her, because I'm sorry, like that is a waste of an episode.
I just really feel for Weaver.
I know.
All right. Well, you're great.
3.5.
Damn. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
The excitement that I got when Weaver was reunited with his daughter was very good. I was very over the moon over that. The anger I felt towards Mason, or not Mason, the guy who put Matt in harm's way was on level of Tom's. But I also, the heartbreak that I felt for Weaver when she reads Baby Bear's letter, dropped it. From the beginning, the episode was, for me, was about to be a 4. It wasn't until I read the letter where I was like, okay, this fucking sucks. Fuck you, Baby Bear. Fuck you.
I mean, I would just drop. Honestly, the fact that it only dropped a 0.5 does not. Like, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the episode, it's like, honestly, if you took the Weaver reuniting family out of it and you just had Diego and his team getting captured and Matt being stupid, you could raise the episode to like a 3 or a 3.5. But I'm just like, it's just to be a reuniting episode for Weaver and then to completely
Yank it from him, yeah.
Yeah, take it from him. I'm sorry, it's a waste of it. Even with all the good stuff, it's just a waste.
Just skip it, you know.
It's a waste.
It is,
because
yeah.
I'm like, come on, like you can't tell me she's gonna be safe. Like she's a bigger target than the Freedom Fighters. All right, that's episode 4.
Before we go, I want to ask. I think we're trying to make us like feel bad for her. Like, well, like I don't know. Like,
no, I don't think so.
Like if she is going to come back, is she going to stay or die? Because if she dies, well, it's kind of her fault for leaving. So
honestly, I don't know, John. I have no idea because we haven't gotten to the reunited episode if she does come back. Last episode that we're going to cover today, Love and the Other Arts of Courage, which is basically, this is the one where Red Eye is introduced to the camp. He is pleading for help because of the resistance. We also have the return of
Rick.
Yeah.
Rick the Prick, I like that.
Rick the Frick, I like that.
Yeah, the fans' favorite character, Rick, makes his appearance.
And Exit too, and all in the same episode.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for the plot to actually go somewhere.
With his death, apparently.
All right, and then the other is the Hal and
Megan.
Records and Megan go on a scouting mission where they find for medicine. They find a hospital that has not been ransacked.
Megan, the girl that they recruited from Pope's group.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you mean Maggie?
Oh, Maggie. My bad. Her name is Megan.
I'm like, who the hell's Megan? Sorry. Yeah. I'll be honest.
I think I've seen it somewhere before.
I'll be honest. I don't really care for the romance. What's the plot?
No, a stocky young kid uses the apocalypse to date someone way out of his league, whose name just happens to be Maggie.
I know.
The resemblance or the comparison, and she's a tough girl and stuff.
Oh yeah, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
She's probably closer to 30 than 20.
I don't know how old she is.
So not only is he dating out of his league, he's dating out of his generation.
I also like to point out Maggie is she is probably in her 30s because the actress is a very well-known TV actress who starred in a role for Smallville. She was in Smallville. Ginger Beard, you're gonna meet her, and she was also in Supernatural.
Yes.
Well, who is she? In Supernatural?
In Supernatural, remember the Reaper episode?
There's a lot of those.
In season 1, where Dean is electrocuted and has a heart attack, and he goes to Sam finds a miracle doctor which is using a Reaper.
Oh yeah, the one.
She's the cancer survivor or cancer patient.
I forgot about that. It's been years since I watched.
Ginger, I understand. I'm for the audience saying her TV credits.
Okay.
What she was on. All right. This episode basically is Tom learns about the resistance that Ben learned about 2 episodes ago. With Rick. Rick dies. Tragic. I don't think. I know. Maggie and Hal find a hospital that becomes new base camp for the second mass because it's a hospital that was not picked clean.
Fully stocked pharmacy.
Which makes no sense in the apocalypse.
No, it does not.
Whatever. This is TV. And the whole episode climax with Ben deciding that he's going to leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
While his dad is climaxing in that put. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, come on, you guys.
no. What happens off screen?
Well, yeah, it happens off screen. It happens.
You don't know what's actually happened though.
No, dude.
But-
I know. They decide to finally annul the relation or make the relationship a thing.
Yeah.
But Ben then tells his little brother that he's going to leave, which, while looking at the stars. Overall, episode 5, I actually liked it. I really did like it. It moved the plot finally forward. And there weren't as many subplots as there were in the other episodes.
I agree.
Thank God.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, Steve.
Well, I don't like the relationship between the Red Ranger and the little nurse girl. I mean, it seems like a little age gap in there, especially like she's probably in high school or something. Or
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. While that was going on, when every time he's on screen, all I can do is like play a bunch of different Power Ranger theme songs.
right.
Yeah, no, I don't like. I don't know. I don't know that age gap really. Because I don't know what kind of age his character is. I assume being an engineer, he's like what, 25?
Mm-hmm. Give or take, maybe 27.
I thought she was 14. So yeah, it's a big age gap.
Yeah, it's a little. Right? It kind of makes me uncomfortable.
And the Hal and the Maggie age gap don't either.
Well, a little bit actually.
I'm gonna say something that sounds very fucked up, but it's in the end of the world scenarios, people are more forgiving to let shit go,
Well, still, I mean.
even though it's fucked up.
True.
Well,
That's true.
Well, still, I'm sure in real life, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be concerned about that.
Well, in real life, let's be honest here, all the actresses in the TV show and the actors, besides Ben and Matt, are probably in their early 20s, playing teenagers.
I know, but I really want to like that story. Well,
I understand. I get it, Ginger Bear. I understand. But, all right. So, favorite scenes?
Can I start?
Sure.
Okay, my favorite scene is honestly the ending of the episode, where Ben is just hugging his little brother Matt and
Heart-to-heart moment?
Yeah, having their heart-to-heart, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go, little bro."
Yeah. All right. Ginger Bear?
We'll come back to me. I gotta think about it.
All right, Strawberries, your favorite scene?
I like that Rick the Prick finally has his redemption moment.
Only a die afterwards?
After spending the last season hating him, like going the shitbag, like he finally does something of merit.
That's true. That's
I
true.
know.
Only a die afterwards.
But I am enough.
All right. My favorite scene is honestly, I like the Rick moment too. The redemption arc. Immediately followed by death, which kind of sucks, but you know, saw it coming.
Yeah. I kind of wish he would, we'll say alive would help out, but I guess.
Help out with what?
Well, the resistance.
Giving us someone to hate?
Or forgiving us someone to forgive. Fortunately, he died before that.
I mean, I've already forgiven him after his sacrifice for the second mass in the end of the episode.
I know.
So I don't think he needs to. I mean, would it have been nice if he stuck around a little bit more to do more good deeds and help again with the second mass more? Sure, but I think his character arc ran its course.
Well, was it a good thing?
Yeah,
he died.
That's my whole point.
I mean, is it a good thing he died? No. If it wasn't necessary for him to die, according to the writers, probably. They probably sat in a room like, we have nothing else to do with Rick. We have nothing else we could write for him.
What you'll find in a lot of these shows that deal with the apocalypse, the easiest thing for writers to do when they finally end a character's story arc is basically, instead of having a happy ending, they basically kill them.
Yeah. Before he could
happy ending.
You're saying? Sorry, go ahead. Are we on you, dude?
You me?
No, I'm Chris. Well, what did I say?
No, he
I said no one gets a happy ending except for the main character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Who starts?
I'll start. 4 out of 5 because the plot actually goes somewhere.
All right.
I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for...
My God, really?
Can I explain why first before you attack me? The reason why I give it a 5 out of 5 is, unlike the other episodes, they definitely had almost zero subplots. I enjoyed the entire episode to its fullest. There was never a moment where I was like, I'm not really paying attention. I was glued to the thing. Especially when Red Eye came in and was trying to talk about the Resistance and the aliens. I think what gave it a 5 out of 5 for me was Ben deciding to leave. Saying that, because I think Ben's realizing that his dad might trust him, Weaver might trust him, but everyone else in the entire second mass might not. And he thinks the Eye and the rest of the Skinners might need someone to be on the inside, and he needs to know more about what's going on with them before he, and to do that, he needs to leave.
Well, I think in his mind, Ben's mind, that his mission is more important than the second mass.
Well, to be fair, also it's more of like, in order to have a full understanding if there really is a resistance, I think Ben's logic is actually probably the best thing. Is we need to know.
Yeah.
And the only way to know is I gotta go and see it for myself.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Gingerbeard, you're great.
3.5.
All right. It's a good score. It's a good score. I'm giving it a 4.
All right.
Care to say why you gave it 3.5?
Well, I guess if Brick wasn't killed off, well, like right when he came back, you know, well, I feel like it could be a lot better, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reveal that Red Eyes is a rebel skitter, which I like. I like that the plot, the point, you know.
I like the idea too. Although I agree with Tom. If you're harnessed as well, why? You know, I agree with Tom. It's hard to believe that there's a resistance, knowing that they're harnessed.
True.
Yeah.
You know, I do like the idea of like the skitters actually, like some of them at least, being self-aware.
There goes that old red eye again.
What's it like you lost a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
I summon Red Eyes Skitter.
He would be a dual monster.
All right, no, but all right. So this has been another. This has been our Voyage Guys Season 2 Part 1. So far, the season's not bad. It's just we're hopefully they're finally on track. Looked like for a second there that they were misguided, but it looks like we're getting back on board. So although I'm still annoyed by the Continental Congress storyline not really being fleshed out.
Yeah, it's a still start, you know.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, this has been another episode of Campbell Podcast. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Adios, amigos.
All right.